Okay. I haven't been on the charts all weekend. I've kind of been taking a bit of a break. Um, I'm trying to sort out psychology on top of trading, so we're working two different worlds here. um, I think I'm just gonna go through some like setups, look for some setups, a bit of back testing. I can't go for too long. Just for the main factor, I need to go to the gym, and Formula One is on soon, so I need to sort out all of this shit. But we'll move forward right now. So let's just go through, get ourselves prepared for next week. Also, so next week, Monday, no news Monday, happy days. Tuesday, we got a bit of a, Wednesday, nice and chill. Thursday, chill. Friday, I think I'm gonna stop trading Fridays. I don't think I've actually hit a trade on a Friday. So I think we'll call it a day on Fridays. But yeah, so we'll again with market price action, it's a bit tricky, but we're going to see if there's an SMT here, and if there is, then that is a sight to see. So we don't sweep the London low here on the hourly time frame, and this is on gold, whereas we sweep it on silver, I think. Yeah. So what does that indicate? Bullish SMT, which again we were right, but again we're trying to just see if we can mark out this setup. So that's what we're going to do. So SMT there. So now we'll scale down to the 15-minute. Let me see our SMT is still here. You see it. I fucking hate how this messes up, but fuck it, don't worry about that. Again, there's not really much of a setup here that I'd really base it off. Maybe here we could base one off here. Yeah, I'd imagine we can base this fair value gap here. Right here. So we got a fair value gap there. We would mark this out. And this is just proof on how fucked. No, I don't want to delete that shit. I want to add text, template, imbalance. How fucked price action was. I wish I kind of jumped on it, but again, I wouldn't have had any indication. I would have just jumped on and spamming by. But yeah. What the fuck is data window shit? Oh, that's true. So we have our imbalance here. Yes, scale out to 5 minute. I'd probably wait for price to go retest his zone, which it did. No, it didn't. That's the fair value gap. And we would wait for price to touch this 50% zone. We'd want to break structure also, so we'd kind of hope for maybe a break structure here and then a retest, which price did try and touch it here, but it didn't. So we would have had how many confluences there? We've had a market structure shift, an SMT, a fair value gap. You would have had 3 there. Where's fucking horizontal line? So where's market structure shift? There's the high, I'd imagine. So let's look here. So we get SMT, meaning price is bullish. I think I entered a trade through here, but for the sell, so price did come down here. This is when I entered, and I made a sell trade. But again, it was paper trading, so that was on Friday. And again, we don't trade Fridays, but I can forward test. So we see price comes up. We would have broke structure, which would have been a treat. It would have been 3 confluences there. We could have took this trade and waited for price. We would have wanted price to enter in the 50% zone here, but did it? No. It didn't enter on the 50% zone, meaning we wouldn't have took that trade, whereas we could have. It's another confluence here. Another confluence here, which we would have had. We could have looked for a long position. So we would have entered here, targeted our stop loss at the SMT, which would have been 90 pips. Fucking little to fuck all. Again, I like to do 100 pips. So that'd be our 100 pips right there. And then price just fucking around 200 pips, 300 pips, 400 pips. If we took out London highs and Asia lows, fuck me. You would have fucking just jumped straight back in. Oh my lord. A 900 pip trade. We could have entered from here. Oh wait, no, maybe not. That could have been a good trade. Again, we literally wouldn't have any liquidity to target. We would have targeted maybe here. We could have targeted here. Asia session lows, Asia session highs. This liquidity, Asia high, if we were still pushing. Again, this is all in the space of what? 1 o'clock all the way through till... in the space of an hour. Anybody could have been fucking buy. Fuck me. I kind of wish I jumped on that. But I took a trade yesterday. No, not yesterday, sorry. On a Friday. And I did not... I hit my stop loss. I can't find the trade on here. So I'm not going to really give too much detail about it. I didn't even journal it. I haven't really jumped on my journal. I need to lock in with that. But that would have been a beautiful trade to take. Again, we would have had a bit of drawdown here, which maybe we would have been a bit paranoid. But then again, we would have broke this target, maybe this liquidity, set break even here, which is running. How many pips is that? So we enter here. There's 100 pips there. Like 180 pips. So we could have just left it there. But yeah, that is fucking crazy. You could have set break even, targeted different points of profits. Again, we got a bit, came drawdown, come back up. But again, we would have, people would have closed here. People would have seen New York open. This is the trade, yeah, sorry. So I got in here, but price obviously went up, came back down, came to here, stopped me out here. But, you know, I would show the screenshot that I have on here, but fuck me. Like, my stop loss was here at London highs, but I didn't realise we had a bullish S&T. I thought it was bearish S&T. So I seen that, and I put my stop loss there, and it edged the fuck out of it. It was like 1 or 2 pips away. It was wild. And then we started going down, but... oh well, we put a buy in here. Right, okay. Shut up. Sorry. But yeah, that would have been a really good entry. Could we have seen anything to do with the sell here? Let's have a little look.
Thank you. Could you take Rory home? Yeah, sure.
Let me just quickly do this.
I'm gonna stick around here for a while and make sure everything's settled. You take Rory.
Just keep that there for the time being. Yeah, so let's see if we can find anything here. Again, I can't be on the charts too long right now. I've got some shit to do. But we're on the 5-minute time frame, so let's move back down to the 15-minute. See if we have any indicators. Again, there was an indicator right here. We start getting a bearish thingy, so we'd mark out maybe here to here. We see now. This is one thing that I've noticed. This is one thing we want to keep in. It's like a mental thing. If a candle doesn't close outside the fair value gap, it means the fair value gap is still being respected, which we can literally see right here. We have price come in, wick out. Literally nothing. Just fucking, and then plummets down. So again, we could have marked out here, and this is where we could again look for an SMT maybe. So we'll go to the 30-minute candle. Oh shit, I got a bit of fucking spit on my monitor. So we see we don't sweep the high here. Oh shit. Oh shit, get rid of that. Oh fuck, I do this every video. Like, I just keep adding more shit instead of removing it. I need this trend line. We see this to this. Again, we don't sweep that high. Yeah. And then we move back down on this to the 15-minute. Back here. But again, wait, is it this one? Yeah, we see we sweep this high here. So what does that show? We've got a bullish SMT because price is stronger, meaning price is weakening. I think that's right. Again, I could be wrong. I need to look back into SMTs. So that's one confluence there. We have our fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. There we go. We would place our entry. Again, we can't really have a fucking market structure shift. We've got Asia high here. So I mean, saying that, we have a candle close above the Asia high. So again, that could be a point of liquidity that we could class as a market structure shift. But we'd want to close below here to get 100% confirmation. You know what I mean? We could just have a fucking major. But yeah, so we'd come into here. So we've got one SMT, boom, imbalance. We've got our target liquidities for our stop losses. What else could we have here? Okay, that's 3. Sorry. What other confluences? Am I being India yet? What? We have the order blocks and all that, but we see price comes up here, and then we have a liquidity sweep. I think it's a liquidity sweep. This could be a just fuck off liquidity sweep. I don't really know, but again, we'll class this as price try to wick people out again, liquidity sweep, and then we come down here. What does price do? We'd enter in the 50% zone yet again. Come into here, 50%. Reverse this. We would set our stop loss. New York highs. So that is a risky trade. Don't get me wrong. Very risky trade. Just because we're risking 200 pips there. We're not risking just 100 pips now. So it's a very risky trade. We could have even entered here, which would have been a 100 pip stop loss, which again would have been more ideal. We would have been tapped in, so everything would have been good. It would have been the safer route as well. It's just whether we get entered. But I like the look of that. I do like the look of that very much. And again, price comes down here before market closes. We close below Asia highs. We don't manage to close below London highs. But yeah, I imagine for Monday we're going to see price try and take out the London highs, New York lows. I doubt we'll get to London lows unless price really wants to push down. But yeah, so let me fucking grab my phone. I've just had a message. Again, I'm not doing any cuts, so I'm just kind of playing this by ear. But yeah, so that could have been a setup. Again, I could be wrong on these setups. It's very tricky as well, especially this is an hour into New York Open. Do you know what I mean? No, half an hour after New York Open. So again, you're very, very risky, but shit happens. So you could take this risk, take this trade. But yeah, so for next week, I'm gonna look for sells possibly. Let's look onto our daily bias here, our hourly bias. So we see we're kind of stuck into some consolidation here, and here. We don't get wicks out. Let's just remove this quickly. Yeah, we get wicks, so we could just set 2 trend lines here. No, horizontal lines. That is our resistance, and here would be our support zone. So again, there we go for next week. Mark out these, wait for price to see which one it breaks out of, maybe retest, and boom, you see how we've had price come out here, but we haven't had a candle close outside of this. So price might bounce out, try and retest that zone and go back up. But again, we don't know. This is, again, I could be all completely wrong. I could be just waffling here, but this is just going off what I think. I know NQ and S&P 500 were at all-time highs. So, and this is why I don't understand these gaps in the market. It confuses the fuck out of me. I don't really understand it. But I don't know. It confuses the fuck out of me, but I don't trade it anyway. So there's our bias for the week. I was going to try and record a longer video going through, but I'm gonna finish watching some of my videos tonight, I think, or tomorrow. And then fingers crossed we can take some trades tomorrow. Sorry. Fingers crossed we can take some trades tomorrow. Hold on, actually. What's the date tomorrow? That was closed. But I imagine we'll get New York. I can't see why we wouldn't get New York. Yeah. So we'll still get a New York session. So we might try and jump on there and see what happens. I think I'm going to look for. We could see sells because we could see price come try and touch back down to this resistance. So I might look for sells and see if we can short it at market open. But yeah, so there are price action for next week. A few trades that I've just noticed, but again, these could all be wrong. I've got to go to the gym. I've just finished building the Lego. I don't even know if you boys can see, like, oh, fucking Stranger Things house right there. I would get it, but it'll probably fall apart. So I've got that now. So I'll build that. Well, no, I've built that. I need a new Lego set. I think I'm gonna buy this next. Not fucking Lego. This is what I want. And I was gonna buy this, but it's in my local shop and it's fucking well cool. So I think this is the next house, next thing I'm gonna buy. I think, but again, let's not worry about that. Let's get payout sorted first, and let's focus on trading. But yeah, there's my just kind of trading day. Backtesting. I'm gonna obviously I only just fucking did this for a bit. This is only fucking 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I haven't really fucking properly done anything, but I'm gonna properly do all this later on. But yeah, I'm waffling, boys. It's a weekend. Do you know what I mean? Trying to stay off the charts. I'm trying to enjoy, but sometimes you can't. Why is my shit laggy as fuck? What the fuck? I don't like that. Refresh that, and it's still laggy as fuck. Oh well. Yeah. Remove 8 indicators. Remove 1 indicator. Oh shit! Yeah, I've just fucked it. Oh well. Alright, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go jump to the gym. It's a bit of a shit video, but I'm just showing the backtesting. But yeah, so you boys enjoy your bank holiday weekend if you're watching. And yeah, I fucking hit the weights. Peace.